Hi nostalgic home cooks, today I'm in the kitchen making a creamy mashed potato casserole.
This easy potato side dish is rich and creamy, and even more amazing, it can be made ahead of time.
Whether you're making this for a big family feast dinner like Christmas or Thanksgiving, or just making it for a Sunday night dinner, this is the perfect easy comfort food recipe that pairs with almost anything.
So let's get into the kitchen. This is how I make a rich and creamy mashed potato casserole.
To start this recipe, I'm going to wash and peel the potatoes. Although this step is optional, you can leave the skin on the potatoes for a more rustic looking potato casserole. I'm going to give them a rough chop just to help them cook faster and more evenly. Now all I need to do to cook the potatoes is boil them in a big pot of salted water until tender, which will take about a half an hour depending on the size of the chunks. When the potatoes are fork tender, drain off the water. Pop them back into the pot or a bowl that's big enough to mash and mix all the ingredients easily. I'm going to mash the potatoes a little bit first so they'll easily soak up all of the creamy ingredients we're about to add in. For that perfect rich and creamy tang, I'm going to add in a half a cup of sour cream, a quarter cup of cream cheese, and a quarter cup of butter. The heat from the potatoes will soften and melt the ingredients so they will easily be absorbed into the mixture. For an added burst of flavor, add in 1 teaspoon of garlic salt. If you prefer the potatoes without, season the casserole with salt and pepper to taste. Finally, stir in 3/4 of a cup of milk. Even though this might look like too much milk at the beginning, it will quickly be absorbed into the mixture. Now I can layer my creamy mashed potato mixture into a casserole dish. And if you're making this creamy side dish ahead of time, cover, cool, and then chill in the fridge overnight. The next day, I'm going to layer on about a half a cup of breadcrumbs. You can use homemade or store-bought breadcrumbs for this. I happened to have some sourdough bread that was getting past its prime, so I sliced it and dried it in a low oven until crunchy. Then just pulse it in a food processor to turn it into quick and easy breadcrumbs. But any type of breadcrumbs you have on hand should work fine for this recipe. To help everything get toasty and crispy in the oven, I'm going to drizzle on top 2 tablespoons of melted butter. And then bake in a preheated 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius oven for 20 minutes, or until heated through and the crust is gloriously golden. This easy potato side dish is ready to serve right away. Since this recipe is packed with rich flavor, it can be served just as it is. Or serve with gravy for that classic mashed potato side. This is a perfect side dish for family feast meals like Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Easter. Make this potato side dish the day before, so all you need to do is pop it into the oven right before the big meal. Enjoy! If you're a fan of deliciously simple vintage recipes and old-fashioned skills, then you'll want to check out this next video. Thanks for stopping by.